Another bonus XP event is happening this week in EQ. Expansion launch dates have been announced, and get your hands on some new swag just in time for the holidays. I'm Fading from the EverQuest show. Here's a look at what's happening this week in EverQuest. We now have launch dates for the upcoming expansions. The Shattering of Ro and the Rage of Cthulhu developer live streams showed off the expansions and talked about the lore and features of what's to come, but really the biggest takeaway from both streams were the official dates that the expansions will go live. Shattering of Ro, EverQuest's 32nd expansion, will officially launch on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. And Rage of Cthulhu, that's EverQuest 2's 22nd expansion, will launch about a week later on Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. Both expansions will go live at noon Pacific time on their respective dates. For EverQuest 2, there were a few other minor bits of information that came out. We got a bit of information about Untold Heroics. That's a more challenging version of the already existing heroic dungeons that will increase in difficulty as the expansion goes on. We'll have a complete breakdown of Untold Heroics in our upcoming Rage of Cthulhu review, so make sure you click the subscribe button so you'll know when that drops. And developer Carlos Mora also discussed that healers can expect fewer detrimental cures in upcoming raids. Take a listen.
Some of the things that were negative about it were there was a lot of curing going on, and players, priests, they hated how much curing had to be done. So that's been resolved. There's a lot less active curing having to happen.
And that the Garian Raid captive audience will be available at launch.
Choose wisely.
We also heard a little info about something called Expansion Dungeons that's expected in the spring game update. Also mentioned in both live streams were the additions to the swag store, which now include new posters and game mats for both expansions. I've already picked up mine, they've arrived in the mail, and the quality as always looks great. And the swag store continues to add new posters each month for past expansions for EverQuest, and if you haven't checked out the swag store recently, could be a great source of some gift ideas. And ahead of their official launch, both games have started to see pre-launch happenings. Void incursions have started appearing on EverQuest 2 live servers. These incursions have appeared as tentacles in the sky, so far exclusively in Sodden Archipelago, where public quests are going to become active. But according to the dev stream, there are expected to be additional zones, like the Blinding and more.
And whenever you see this thing in the sky, that means the PQ is active.
In EQ, NPCs and some magical storms have been showing up in the Awakening Lands, with that chatter about magical storms giving hints about what's to come in Shattering of Ro. And it's only been a week since the Extra Life bonuses ended, and already we've got new bonuses on the way. In EverQuest, the Thanksgiving holiday bonuses typically begin on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and continue until the Sunday after Thanksgiving. You can expect 50% bonus experience, 50% bonus rares, and 50% bonus faction hits. It's a nice bonus during a time when many have the extra free time to play. And while you celebrate Thanksgiving outside the game, the Feast of Giving tasks are going on in-game until December 2nd. That's when Frostfell will begin. As always, while you're here, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you'll get notifications on when new episodes or weekly news updates of This Week in EverQuest are uploaded. And here's a look at what you missed from the previous episode of the EverQuest show. Then along came a powerful warrior named Veneral Sathir. He was a member of the Kunzar tribe. Now, it is thought that, using a book containing knowledge from Zabuxaruk, Veneral Sathir implemented some advanced knowledge and magic to train the Kunzar tribe armies, to raise an army of the undead, and eventually conquer and unite the 5 tribes of the Iksar. The Iksar were then united as one imperial nation, led by Veneral Sathir from their capital, the old Kunzar city of Sebelis. The Sebeletian Empire grew, taking control of most of Kunark under the power of Veneral Sathir. See what you missed on episode 39 of the EverQuest show, available now.